Hello, beautiful people. How you doing? This is Rachel, and today I'm in Manchester. And I'm making a little video for everyone on my list to share with you guys. It actually really, the story I'm about to tell melted every bit of skepticism I have ever had about consciousness having my back and supporting me. So 4 years ago, I started my journey with the How to Become Money workbook. I start one tonight. And what it has brought me to is the place of total trust in myself with money. Now, yesterday, I've been running a clearing. What energy, space, and consciousness can me and my body be to be vibrationally compatible and appealing to money? So, yesterday, I was in London on my way to Manchester to actually facilitate a Right Voice for You class. I'm leaving London after having breakfast with a guy called Graham Crossgill, a very good friend of mine, if you'd like to check him out. And we were facilitating a workshop called The Pragmatics of Success. Beautiful workshop. So I'm on the train to Manchester after leaving the hotel. We have an amazing relationship with the staff in the hotel, such a generative, beautiful relationship. And I'm sitting on the train, and the guy with the trolley comes along and says, "Do you want any drinks and snacks? You can only pay with cash." I open my wallet and I realize in that nanosecond that I've left money in the safe back in the hotel, €2,050. Now, how come I am sharing this with you today? If that had been a year ago, I would have freaked. Oh my God, I left the money in the safe. I would have went to drama, trauma, upset, pathetic. And I sat there and I dropped my barriers, which is what the How to Become Money workbook is, allowing you to drop every barrier that you have that stops you from having money. I dropped all my barriers and I ran. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory, the Access mantra. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. If I had 10 seconds to live, what would I choose? I pick up my phone and I ring the hotel and I say, "Hey, this is Rachael. I was in room 303. We did a conference there at the weekend. I've left money in the safe." Now, the receptionist wasn't as interactive as the second person that I spoke to. So I rang again and left the message. So I sit there and I'm like, okay, I'm on a 2.5 hour train. I'm flying out to Tenerife on Tuesday and then on to Australia. So what else is possible here with the money? And the only way I can get into that safe is my credit card. So next I look up. I don't go into shame and blame. I don't go into separation. I look up and there's a guy sitting across from me and he's heard the conversation. And he said, "Do you know that there's a stop 15 minutes from here? It's the first stop out of London. It's a 25-minute train ride. Why don't you get off the train and go back to London and get the money?" I look at him and he says, "Can I do anything for you?" So I said, "Yeah, that's amazing." So in that moment, I choose, it's a lot more easy to go back and get the money because I'm not going to be in London for a while. Now listen to this. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. That guy called Andy, who I will never forget, said to me, "What's the point in being alive if we can't actually work together to make life more ease, joy, and glory?" He didn't use ease, joy, and glory, but he said, "What's the point if we can't actually contribute to each other and all, muck in to make the best possible outcome?" So he gets off the train with me, I have 2 cases, takes one of my cases and walks me to the ticket office and said, "Get a ticket there to London, jump in a cab, collect the money and come back on the next train." So he brings me, I buy the ticket. It actually, the level of caring really brought me to a new place with the earth, with my relationship with the universe. So I go to the ticket office, I get a ticket for $15, get the train back to London, hop into an Uber, and the Uber driver takes me to the hotel. Now, this is the place that melted every barrier and skepticism that has ever existed in my world. So I get to the hotel, and those of you that have been in London with me know Marius, a guy who works in the Grange Fitzrovia. And I come out of the taxi and Marius says, Miss Rachael, he said, "when you were leaving the hotel, 3 times I wanted to say, Rachel, did you forget something? Rachel, did you forget something? And I said, Marius, how come you didn't say that to me? I'm just wondering, like, why you stopped yourself from saying that. He said, because I thought I was stupid. So what I looked at in that moment, how often do we stop using our voice because we believe we're stupid or we've no proof of what we're just saying? And I looked at him and I was like, you know, Marius, you know stuff. And he said, it kept going through my head after you left. Rachel, you forgot something. So he brings me up to the room. They've left no one into the room. And I slide my credit card. I open the safe and there the money is. And the money's like, hi, I called you. And I look at Marius and I said, oh my God, I'm so grateful for you, you know, because this money is a massive contribution to me booking my flight for Australia, booking venues for classes, give money a job. So I get back down into my beautiful Uber driver and he's like, are you all sorted? He brings me back. I get on the train to Manchester. I'm a little bit later than what I planned to be for class. And I get and hear my host waiting for me. Now, why am I telling this story? First of all, 6 years ago, I wouldn't have had €2,000 sitting in a safe. Second of all, I wouldn't be able to stay in a posh London hotel and a beautiful venue for a class. I made none of it about the money. I made money as fun energy. If this money comes back to me, phenomenal. If it doesn't, I can create money again. Now, that's the first time that I've had that level of peace with money. And I kept asking, what's the gift in all of this seen unseen? I met the beautiful Andy. I went back to see Marius. He gets to know what he knows. And all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So, my dear friends, tonight I started another How to Become Money 8-week series. It's $300 USD. You get 8 calls. It brings you right through November, December, and January. We finish January 8th. The How to Become Money workbook it's my 20th time facilitating this workbook. It has continuously shown me that all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. I can only invite you to what has changed in my life and the level of support and contribution my knowing and the earth has been to me in changing it. What I would like you tonight to know today, if you're out there and you haven't €10 or £10, you're okay. Use the tools. And if you would like to have more ease with money and more of a generative relationship where you know what money can contribute to your life you're living, come join me and enjoy this story. It was an amazing journey for me of miracles and support. And the one piece that I'd like to leave you with today, there's 2 ways to live, folks. One, as if everything is a miracle. And the second, as if nothing. So all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. Care for you, nurture you, and let consciousness melt away any defense system barrier that you've ever had.